from the great state of Texas, Miss Van Duyne.
I appreciate that, Chairman, and thank you all for being here. I cannot tell you the warmth that you have received us, and if your Meadowbrook Farms barbecue and brisket is anything reflective of the food that you have here, we will be back. And you guys have been so good to be sitting there for hours as we've been getting up and down, taking breaks. So I really hope that part of this includes getting them fed. And by the way, me saying that from Texas is a really big thing, and I don't know that I would ever admit it in my state, but that's like some of the best I've ever had. And I appreciate getting it out of D.C. I appreciate, Chairman, you getting us out of D.C. I feel like we have to get out of that godforsaken place to be able to hear what's actually going on in our country. Last night, I flew in, and I took my daughter out to dinner. We were on to talk about inflation. We went and got pizza. We split an appetizer, had 2 drinks, and 2 personal pieces. Over a $100 bill for pizza. It is ridiculous. This is what normal people are feeling every single day. And I tell you, when I ran, I've been a representative, I was a city council member, I was mayor, I now work in Congress. My job is to represent the people in my district in D.C. My job is not to represent D.C. in my district. And I think we all feel like that. So getting out here and actually hearing your stories firsthand is very, very powerful to me. And when I say hearing the truth outside of D.C., when I'm home and I have meetings with my small businesses, when I have meetings with my teachers, when I have meetings with our parents, with just normal constituents, I'm hearing from them every day that the problems that they're running into is high, 40-year high inflation. They're dealing with problems with supply chains. They're dealing with energy costs. They're dealing with a hard time hiring people. And yet, just earlier last week, we had a president who wants to make everybody feel better. And he comes in and he tells you, oh no, we've beaten inflation. Oh no, we have no problems. Look at how great the economy is doing. Now, I don't know about you, I feel like I'm in a Twilight Zone when I hear that. And so my question to you all is, am I the only one? Because what I've heard from every single witness today is you are going through hardships. So out of curiosity, do you feel like what you're seeing is, one, reflective of what people across the country are seeing? And 2, do you feel like the policies that are coming out of this administration are solutions to the problems that you're facing? And Mr. Flogger, I'll start with you.
Well, yes, I believe everyone across the country is dealing with these issues, and it's got to be hitting us equally hard every place. I mean, inflation's hard on every family, on everyone, and no, I don't see the answers coming from Washington right now that are going to fix those things. Quite the contrary, it looks like the direction our energy policy is going, things are going to continue to cost more. It's going to get more expensive and a lot more uncertainty there. So no, I don't see the answers coming at this time.
I appreciate you saying that. Ms. Bachman?
I agree. I don't see any hope in the next few years. My husband and I are returning back to work outside of the restaurant. I mean, we have to we're in struggle mode right now, it's survival mode, shall I say, just trying to make it through all this, and we're hopeful that in the next election period that the Republicans take over again.
Mr. McDade?
Which commodity is not more expensive today than it was 2 years ago? I can't think of one. And they're all tied to the same thing, energy and energy policy. It's when one goes up, the other is going to go up, and that's all we see. To move those products there. But I see it even in my local community. I go by the local gas station. $17 an hour and a $3,000 sign-on bonus to go be a cashier at a gas station. Now, what's that do to the other local business owners when they can make much better money?
Yeah.
Working, and there's nothing wrong with being a cashier at a gas station, but you get there are technical jobs out here in my place, in your place, in all of these places, and so it's pushing everything up. At least that's our perception from down at the bottom.
All right, thank you. And I'm going to quickly ask Mr. Ward a separate question. You keep hearing all of these things coming out of the administration about all these great green new plans and how that is flushing trillions of dollars into your community. You in particular, are you seeing it? Are you seeing all these resources coming into your community?
No, we don't see any of that coming to where I'm from in southern West Virginia.
All right, thank you very much.
I want to thank the representative. The gentleman from Iowa,